Hey guys, I filmed this once already, but then I just realized I don't like any other wig I have except for this one. I am letting my blue hair dye fade out slowly so that I can remove it and change my hair color. So, okay, before I get started on this video, I wanted to say thank you. I'm good. I took a little bit of a break from the internet in general because after that last video I needed a break from the internet, and now this hair won't stay out of my face. Sorry, I'm going to be touching it all day. Okay, so what I was saying was I wanted to say thank you to everyone for all your responses to my last video. I've gotten more messages than I've ever gotten before, and the response to that video was bigger than most in that quick of a time. And I promise I have read every single one of your messages. That, like, I really appreciate everything you said, and it just, you know, when you keep something like that to yourself for so long, you kind of forget how nice the world is, if that makes sense. And I've been trying to respond to everyone, and I was responding to everyone like right away when I first did the video, the first few days, but then I want to make sure I respond to each of you in the most genuine way possible, so I am just responding slowly to all of you so that I don't just start saying the same thank you over and over again, because I know that can happen and I don't want to do that to you guys. So today's video is my summer ready skin part 2 about how I do hair removal. And I just put this up on the screen because this is what this video is mostly about, but I have to start by telling you guys my body is the hairiest body on the planet. So not only is it extremely hairy, the hair is really thick and dark, and it grows back really fast. So when I was younger and all I was doing was shaving, the problem was the hair would grow back so fast that I would have to shave the next day or the day after I had already shaved. Like, it was that fast. And because it was so thick, it was like my skin was too thin to handle it. So when I was shaving, it would like yank at my skin and I'd get awful razor burn, and I'm talking like bumps all over my legs. Like, it's just, I still get it every now and then because I like to shave my thighs because when I'm too lazy to wax, but just terrible skin. So I would try a bunch of things. I tried waxing for the first time. It didn't even grab the hairs. Like, the hair was so thick and just so stuck into my skin that waxing did not work. So I went to those creams, I forget what they're called, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, like the Nair stuff. And I tried Nair for the first time, and my skin broke out in like the worst. It looked like razor burn, but it was flat, and it almost looked like they were bloody. It was weird. It was a terrible like rash, but not a rash. It was awful. I guess I'm allergic to Nair. I have tried other creams now that I'm older and it hasn't happened, but I just know I will never touch Nair ever again because it was painful. But I wanted to try waxing again because I had to go back to shaving and I was just sick of it. But then I came across one of these. This is an epilator. And it looks like, oh, I'm dropping things. There's a bunch of hair in here, so excuse me. But it looks like an electric razor, but what it actually is a bunch of little tweezers. And this thing will spin and it will pluck out all the hairs. And I figured this should be stronger than wax. This will yank out my hairs. So for the first few times, I used one of these, and it was fucking amazing. I'm just saying. Okay, so when you shave, you're shaving off the hair. Like, imagine my arm is a hair. It's really thin on the end and it's thicker at the bottom. When you shave, you're cutting it off at the thickest part, and then it grows out, this is a great example, at the thickest point. So you've got, like, it looks like your hair gets thicker from shaving, but it doesn't really. But when you pluck out a hair, you're plucking out the whole hair, and it has to grow back again. God, this is genius, using my arm. Okay, so then you get a thin hair again. So it looks like you're having hairless skin for much longer, but that's only because the hair is like thin for a long time. So it saved me. And on top of that, it does hurt. Like, waxing does hurt, but it's only really bad the first time you do it because the hair is so thick and ingrained in there. It's like your skin gets used to it. So I used this the first few times. I would include a link, but I got this a super long time ago as a gift, and I think I got it on Amazon. It's an M-Joy Divine. It's probably a really old model. You can find them anywhere in stores on the internet. They're easy to find. So after I got hair, ow! Did you see that? Oh my god, that hurt. Okay, stabbing myself in the face is cool, but let's get back to work now. We're good. Okay, so after using this and the hair got nice and thin and easier to pull out, I moved on to these, and this is all I use now. Unless I'm lazy and I shave and then I have to start all over again with this puppy. Anyway, so I think I have a little demonstration video I filmed a while ago, so I will insert that here right now, like here. Alright, so I tried to get this at the most least awkward angle ever and still make it so I can reach myself. Take one of the wax strips and you just warm it up in your hands like this so it gets easier to peel them apart, and then peel it apart, and then you will put the round side facing away from you so that you pull up. So I'm gonna start down here at my ankle. I stick it on, I hold the 2 points and then I push with my thumb because it says to press in the direction of hair growth. And then this kind of warms it up again too, because it'll cool off when it's sitting there and you need it to be warm. And then I will, with this hand, hold my skin tight and then just boom, Nikki spot. And then there will be a little bit of the hair in it, but you can reuse them a whole bunch of times. And rip. And now you can see the difference. No hair, a little bit of hair. Actually, let's look at this side because there's more hair on this side. So anyway, and then slowly it'll start to turn red and there'll be little red spots, but it will go away completely and it'll be nice and smooth and clean. And then you just use the little wipes that come with it to clean off all the wax, and then I shower and boom, beautiful. And since I filmed that so long ago, I don't remember what all I covered. So let's just talk about it now. What I like about these is it's like $8 for a pack of 40, and they are front and back pieces and you can use them multiple times. It does say up to 28 days of smoothness. Focus, there we go. Up to 28 days of smoothness. But maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I never have smooth legs unless I shave like perfectly. Cause it's almost like my skin just hates me, so even waxing and it just doesn't get completely smooth, but it does get out all the hairs. And like I said, it's with the hair growing thing, it doesn't really give you 28 days of hairlessness. It just looks hairless because the hairs, like on my legs at least, they're growing back at different rates, you know? So like a few little hairs after 2 weeks, a few little hairs will kind of start to sprout, and then it'll take a full month to get all of the hairs back grown in, and they're thin. Arm example, they're thin, so it doesn't look so hairy, because when I was shaving it was like thick and dark and just so much hair, it just looked awful. But when they're nice and thin and growing out like fresh hair, it's not like sometimes, sorry if my AC was very loud, I just remembered it was on. But What was I saying? Sometimes I will just not wax for like 2 months because the hairs grow back so thin, not thinner than your natural hair. Like there's nothing that will do that, but it looks thin so you can't really see the hairs. I hope I made sense because my brain is all over the place. So anyway, that is how I remove hair to get ready for the summer and wearing shorts and stuff. I will link part 1 down below and possibly on one of those, I think it's over here, one of those, what are they called? Those things? You'll see it if I put it in here in the right spot. I will link it there and in the description. It is, just stay behind my ear. Okay. Part 1 is about a exfoliator. I always exfoliate and then I remove hair, and then the last step is how I tan. So part 3 will probably be in a week or 2, depending on what I am filming, because I have a lot piled up because I took a break. So anyway, I hope I covered everything, and again, thank you guys for your lovely messages. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.